And here we are back at Evergreen Speedway, final edition of Home Track Heroes for 2020. We made it all the way up and gotten through lap number 9. We're working lap number 10 for our Interstate Battery Hornets. Not much has changed while we were away. Trent Gillespie still in the lead, followed by Calvin Miller and Lyndon Smith. Brendan Terrio, our points leader, coming into tonight's main event, looking for his championship. McKenna Cox having a strong run in the 24. And let's go inside with our potential future champion, the 54X of Brendan Terrio.
You can see just using his left hand on the wheel, right hand on the gear shift lever. It is raining, so he's got his fan going to keep that windshield clear, and of course the windshield wipers trying to take care of it. A little bit of light there, you can see a gauge, but busy, and he's decided to leave one hand on that left shift lever and the left hand just on the steering wheel, and hopefully for Christmas he gets some racing gloves.
That'd be awesome. With the purse money, he might be able to. Yeah, if you are on Brendan Terrio's Christmas gift list, get him some good gloves. Call up Joe's Racing Products.
Or J2 Parts.
Or J2 Parts, they can do it. Before we go any further, I got to remind you, Interstate Batteries is all battery center, one store for all your battery needs, from cell phones to flashlights, electric vehicles to key fobs. Go to Interstate Batteries, all battery sales and service in South Everett. And we, again, thank them along with everybody else. We'll talk about all the people that have been behind this place at the end of this race. Okay, Trent Gillespie here on lap number 13, and they've got 40 that will make up the distance. And this is starting to turn into something here. And I love the 07 car of Zach Bristol.
That's just a great battle going on right there. They're having a lot of fun. Just enough rain to make it interesting, but not so bad that they're all over the racetrack.
Right. Here they come out of turn number 4. Still Trent Gillespie in the 025. I don't know if Trent has won a race this year, so we'll hopefully that'll work out for him.
Yeah.
Calvin Miller again in second. Lyndon Smith in third. McKenna Cox still with her run. Great run still by the 76 of Jamie Corbett, who's picked up a couple wins this year. Damon Claiborne in the 143 round up that group right up there on your screen. Good action going down the back stretch.
McKenna just feeling a little bit of pressure with dad and brother picking up championships. And she's done a great job this year. And you look at this whole field, and I mean, Jamie Corbett, another guy who just week in, week out does a nice job in that car. John Newbaum, as we've talked about before, has driven just a little bit of everything here at Evergreen Speedway and has been doing this a long, long time. And I'm guessing has a lot of fun running an Interstate Battery Hornet.
Yeah, he does. And it's been such a neat deal as we go back inside with our friend Jamie Corbett in the 76 with that still one hand with gloves on. So way to go, Jamie.
That's it. Doing it
Proud
well.
of you.
Yeah. Looks like the rain is kind of let up, so nice clean windshield that he can look out through there, but doing a great job. Nice, clean-looking race car inside that cockpit area.
Yeah, and real smooth, too. That's one thing that I've always admired him. And the times we've watched Jamie, he's just, really controls his movement, doesn't get all whacked out of shape. It's almost like he put a turn signal on there to make a left-hand turn, and everyone's got their own different styles. Some guys are just maniacs inside there, and there's guys like Jamie Corbett, who you just saw, just calm, collected, and just gets the job done. So well done, Jamie.
Well, part of that is the approach that he's not throwing that car around. He's not trying to manhandle, make the race car do things that it doesn't want to do. He looked very, very comfortable. It looked like he was out for kind of a Sunday drive.
Yeah, it may be just the simple fact that Jamie is driving the car is not driving Jamie.
You're right.
It could be a good way to look at it. And we are getting checked in back up front with our leaders. Still Trent Gillespie, Calvin Miller, and Lyndon Smith making up your top 3 as they are headed out of turn 2 on the 3/8. Looks like this track's still looking a little damp, but these guys having a pretty good time. There's not a lot of slipping and sliding going on out there. You still see a little bit of sheen on that track, as you see the 221 of Lyndon Smith going by with the 49 of Calvin Miller up ahead of him. Just a brief shot of our leader, Trent Gillespie. Halfway through our main event, final one for 2020. It's kind of hard to put those words together, but it's we got to end it sometime, and I can't think of a better way to do it than with this race that we have on right now.
Miller doing a great job in that second spot. The Brandy Wood Promotions car nice to see that run that he's putting together in that second spot tonight.
A little bit of smoke it looked like coming out from, I believe that was the 025 of Trent Gillespie. We'll keep an eye on that as we're working the back half of this race.
21 down, just 19 to go to end the season here at Evergreen Speedway. It just seems like, you know, we got such a late start and then get going, and it was like mid-season before they really got things rolling because of the, you know, the COVID situation, and here we are racing late in the year. Normally Evergreen Speedway has not been a track that runs quite this late into October, but you got to give the Hobbs family and everybody connected to the Speedway, you know, they could have ended it a week ago. It was raining bucket loads, and the right decision was made to bring it back a week. And these guys worked all year to win championships. Let them do it racing, not hydroplaning out there.
Yeah, give them the best surface you possibly can, because, boy, they certainly deserve it. And for those of you that have been with us all season long, you've seen some pretty good action, and you've seen some dull spots in there. I mean, that's always the way it's going to be, but, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. You just so much respect for all of the people that have brought cars into that back gate in 2020.
Well, and you have to, you know, appreciate, I mean, obviously no fans means that they don't sell hamburgers, they don't sell hot dogs, they don't sell T-shirts, they're not selling, you know, adult beverages. But on the same token, they've made it work. And then the racers themselves, too. Some of these people are on reduced hours and money's a little tight, or maybe there's only one salary instead of there's two. It's taken a supreme sacrifice by everybody in the racing community in the Pacific Northwest to hold this thing together. And let's just hope and pray and do all the right things that when we get to, you know, March or April of next year, this thing is in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, and I'm 100% behind you on that. Look at John Newbaum working his way up in that number 13 car. Had a good shot of him in a battle with Jamie Corbett in the 76 a few seconds ago, as we are 13 laps away from wrapping up the 2020 season here on Home Track Heroes. And it is just...
You can imagine Gillespie's going, oh, why is this thing not 30 laps? This should be just a normal race. No, we don't want to go 40. Although he's out front, and he's been out front since the get-go of this deal. He's probably having a pretty good time, good smile on his face.
And Brendan Terrio right there in the middle of your screen, making his way down the back stretch. He's got to be in that kind of, you know, if I just hang here, I've got this thing wrapped up. What's more important, another win or, you know, winning the season? And I think Brendan has probably pretty much got putting his money on winning the season, because he's just been phenomenal to watch and a lot of fun too. So we won't congratulate him too early, but it's looking pretty good.
Not with our track record. No,
not at all. Not at
all.
But
you know, you're right. He's done a very, very good job, and you know, while he'd like to be first or second, he's got to keep the big picture in his mind of what he's trying to accomplish here. And winning that championship is the main prize of the night.
All right, there he is right there in the center of your screen one more time. There's Newbaum and the 76 of Jamie Corbett. Newbaum having, I think, maybe one of his best races in 2020 as he was starting to take a look up on the underside. There's Dan Miller in the 00 with that well-done sponsor placement. Props to you on that one. Look at that EVH on the back of that. That's awesome. Way to go. Got an Eddie Van Halen fan right up ahead of him. That is so cool.
Only you would figure that out. I don't know what EVH means.
Lots of people would figure that one out, but that is really well done. Thank you for doing that. That's so cool. All right, there we go. We're going back outside now. We've got 10 laps to go. There's the 49 of Calvin Miller. Trent Gillespie, who has led this thing from the drop of the green rag, is still hanging in there with 8 laps to go when he comes back around. Oh, look at it. You see the right front rotor go on Newbaum's machine there?
Newbaum's working that baby hard.
He may even have front-wheel drive traction control.
Well, he's probably just going right now, we're just going to use this stuff up. We got all winter to work on this thing, so we're just going to drive it till it drops.
That could be the prevailing attitude, but turned into a really nice night, and I got to also throw out props. I cannot wait until next year. You know, we talked about it a few minutes ago, when we've got a lot of people in the grandstands and they get to see this lighting system that they put in for this season. I mean, it's just been an amazing difference. It's got to be so nice for those guys out on the track to be able to see everything. I mean, it's not daylight quality, But as far as this is state-of-the-art stuff, my friends, and that's a commitment to what High Road Promotions and Doug and Tracy and Derek and all the Hobbs are putting into this place to make it better every year.
Well, Stephen, you have to understand that this is a very difficult facility to light, because you've got a lot of acreage, and you've got racetracks within racetracks, and so it presents some problems. Because I was involved in the original design of this, and it's a unique situation that you have, in the fact that, like, you've got a 5/8, a 3/8, a 5th mile, the figure 8 track, and you can't put poles on the outside of the 5/8 mile racetrack just because of the fairgrounds facility. Right. So it's hard. There's a lot of lighting shot off of the grandstand in the turn 1 of the 5/8, but these newer light type systems make it much, much better.
You know, I was just thinking, as we wind down our season here on Home Track Heroes, you know, we talked about a lot of the people that are behind the scenes that you don't get to see out on the racetrack. The Brianne Barrows and the Kevin Guthrie's and all the people that have been so cool to take their time and get behind cameras all season long. And the work that Derek and Kurtz have done working with us on the nights that we come up to record.
And we challenge them.
And we do challenge them, and I think we've done pretty well for them. But it has been just such an honor to be a part of this year, and I know you feel the same way. And we didn't quite know what it was we were getting into when we agreed to do this, but I am so honored and proud to be a part of it.
And kudos for Jeff Knight. Jeff sat in this seat for the first few weeks because I was unavailable, and he did a great job. But I know that his first love is driving that race car, and I'm sure that they've already got that thing torn apart, and you're putting it back together and getting it ready for next year, because Jeff is a racer at heart.
He certainly is. And the guys, the Draper family, Amy and Troy, that have been here forever, and the photographers like Tom Vick, and we talked about the Cascade push trucks, and Sam's Towing and Foss Towing as the white flag is out. One more to go for Trent Gillespie and all of those people, the EMTs that are here each and every Saturday, and when people are tested, they have to have them here. So thank you to everybody that's been involved in this, and the racers especially. I mean, these are the guys that these are the show. This is the product, and they've done phenomenal. And here we go. We're going to see a checkered flag right there. Trent Gillespie does the wire-to-wire job on the final Saturday night, the final race of the 2020 year. We'll get him and the top three, Calvin Miller and your champion, Brendan Theriault, here coming up and talking with Brandy here, and we'll get him up to the Angel of the Winds victory podium and get this thing wrapped up.
Second place in Hornets tonight. Congratulations, Calvin Miller. Now, you've had an up and down season. How good does it feel to end up on a podium?
Feels fantastic to end up on the podium. Second place or last. Well, you want to end up on the podium, but first, second race out, blew it up and built another car, wrecked one. And there's no better time than the last race of the year to get on the podium.
Anything you could have done to catch the 025 out there?
I was hoping lap traffic would help me out, but he was getting past him so quick, and I had no choice but to stuff my nose in there and try and keep up. But no, he got it fair and square. Congratulations to Brennan and Jamie. It's a hell of a year this year.
And who do you want to thank for getting you to the track tonight?
Oh, Mom and Dad, Tanner Emery, his hood's on the car, Brandy Hood Promotions, your name's on the car, Dawson, Steve Cox, and everybody that helped to get the car together.
All right, Calvin Miller comes home in second place tonight. Your winner in the Hornets tonight. Congratulations to Trent Gillespie. This is your first win of the year. How great do you feel?
It just took a lot of work. Thanks for my sponsors, my family, everyone did. Burger Madness, Mac & Sons Concrete, Reardon Racing, Royce, Happy Cakes, dude, all of them helped me out so much, and it was paid off.
Will we see you back out here next season?
Oh yeah, I'll be going for the championship, don't worry.
All right, Trent Gillespie comes home in first place tonight.
Yeah!
Your 2020 points champion for Hornets. Congratulations to the 54 of Brendan Theriault. Now, how were you able to put together such a successful season, even after having to fight your way out of the B main?
Oh boy, I did fairly well in qualifying. I just have a lot of help, a lot of support, and I got lucky, I guess.
And who do you want to thank for having such a great season?
Oh, Raritan Racing, Happy Cookies and Cakes, my wife Michelle, Tyler Jameson, what's up, dude? I miss you. Garrett, Royce Tanner, Cole Raritan, Jamie Corbett. It's always a group effort, and I wouldn't even want to come without them. So I got a lot of love for them, and they have a lot of love for me, and we like racing.
All right, Hornets are my favorite, so it gives me great pleasure to hand over to you your championship bottle of champagne. Congratulations.
I think you'll pop it first.
So cool. Also, we want to mention, before we make our way out of here, Rookie of the Year, Steve Hatch in the Interstate Battery Hornet Division, and just got a minute about that to thank you for your help this year. Thank you to Derek. Thank you to Curtis. And we'll scroll some camera operators by and all the people that have been behind this. Thank you so much, too, to CW11 for allowing us to come into your homes on Sunday nights. It's just been an absolute thrill. And final thoughts?
You know, it's just an army of people to put this stuff on.
It always is.
From the racers to the Hobbs family and everybody who works for them, the people at CW11. It's been so much fun to do this, Steve. Sometimes I think I can start a sentence and you can finish it because we spend more time than sometimes we do with our significant others, but it's been a real thrill.
And also, thank you to our significant others. My girlfriend, Sherry Berg, his wife, Jan Glithero, for supporting us, and we couldn't do it without you guys, and thank you as always. So for everybody involved in this, it's been just an honor to be a part of this. Who knows, we may be back next year. I think the show will be on next year, but have a great off season. Take care of yourselves. Thank you to CW11 and Home Track Heroes.
Thanks for watching Evergreen Speedway's Home Track Heroes on CW11. Join us next week for more great racing from Evergreen Speedway.